This is the Fun Schooling Spelling Journal. Teach your creative child to read, write, draw, and spell, age 5 and up, 180 pages of fun activities. I've already looked through this one, and I don't plan to use it until after I've completed a couple of the other ones. In particular, we will be doing this classical poetry collection, and we are actually going to start, though, with this Teach Your Child 100 Words to Read, Write, Spell, and Draw. So we may not get through all of this year for first grade, but I have it for whenever we are ready for it. It starts similar to the other ones that I just showed you, where there's a poem and you get to practice writing the words and then fill in the missing words. But it does get a little more challenging, in my opinion, than the other ones when you get a little further. Some of the poems are longer than the other ones too. So then you have these where draw a treasure map and then search your house for 10 three-letter words. Now, they do this in the level A dyslexia games. I don't know about the other ones because we actually haven't done the level B or C. This was very difficult for my struggling reader, I'm sorry. She had a hard time with that, so that's why I'm waiting to do this one. If that's not something that your child struggles with, then I think you could jump in a lot sooner. But for her, it was hard and a little bit too open-ended. She got overwhelmed easily by that. But I do like the idea of this, so we'll just take our time getting there, I think. So, I don't know if you noticed, but it changes how many letters. This is 10 5-letter words, 10 4-letter words. And you can absolutely help your child. I think I probably gave my daughter a little too much freedom, and I think that's why I overwhelmed her. In the future, I plan to have her use the books that we're reading through specifically with our unit study, maybe give her 2 or 3 books at the most, and have her flip through and see if she can't find words that meet the requirements for each of these pages. I'm not doing this every day. When we do it, we'll do probably 1 page a day or maybe 1 poem a week, depending on where she's at with her other language arts curriculum. But generally speaking, with the thinking tree and fun schooling, they say to do spelling or vocabulary, I believe it's 2 to 3 days a week. If you know differently than that, though, please feel free to comment and correct me, because I don't remember off the top of my head for sure. I'm going to do every page, but... Okay, then this says, spell 5 words that could describe this picture. Write 5 words. If you need help, ask someone older. So it kind of is going back to the beginning where we had a poem that involved some of these images, helps them maybe learn how to use books to look for words that may relate, or even just sounding out words. But they can definitely ask an older sibling or parent to help them too. Make your own comics where they would draw pictures and then they write in the little bubble. This one says, write down 9 words that begin with these letters. Look everywhere to help you find the words. Write 1 word for each letter. It's another thing. They could use their books that they're using with their core journal or their theme or any other book that they like and try and find words that start with those letters. This one I think my daughter's going to have a hard time with, so I'm sure we'll work on it together. But use every letter in the alphabet in only 10 words. So I'm not sure if I could do that. And then again, I think it's kind of cool though because it helps expand their vocabulary and helps them sound out words. Some writing prompts with pictures. My kids love doing these. Let's get back a little bit. My fun page, this is just really honestly whatever they choose to do with it. If you want to give them more spelling practice, maybe there was a word they really struggled with, have them use that here or draw some pictures. Let your kids have freedom with it though. I mean, that's the whole purpose of fun schooling, is giving your kids some ownership over what they're learning. Because if they have ownership and they're interested in it, they are going to be way more willing to do it. As someone who grew up loving workbooks, I struggled with the concept of fun schooling, but I have seen my kids just blossom and just thrive with this, and I really encourage people to try it, even though it's different than traditional school.